Good morning, Vincent. Yes.
Oh, hi, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks. Yes. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. I've been sort of mulling over stuff and thinking about things.
Yeah, like what?
Well, just the whole therapy thing, and like where am I at with it? And the progress chart is good, but I don't know what it means. Then you got Sam, who's made a lot more progress than what I've made. I just feel like I was on the couch initially, and now I'm off the couch because we're doing Jung. But Sam's back on the couch. I just feel like there's just it just doesn't feel consistent. I feel like I'm sort of behind, and I feel like I'm not a really good client.
Oh, well, Vincent, no, nothing can be further from the truth. In fact, quite the opposite. And I wanted, and before we start the session, I wanted to share some great news with you. You bring up the chart. And I'm glad you have. And the chart was, we've talked about the surveys that you've done, and it was to do with the special wants adult that I sort of identified you as early in the sessions.
Yeah.
You'd sort of in one of the earlier sessions you'd sort of noted in the charts there was seismic and yes and in page 4 of the chart, which I'd posted to you. And look, the reason that I post them to you is because my internet is a little bit flaky because I've had to downgrade it because I just simply can't afford the broadband because you're not paying me. But that's by the by. But on page 4, you might have noted there's a cluster, and in the cluster you might have noted that you are in the in a particular category of the special wants adults. And you're in the upper ranges, but listen. Before I get into all that sort of stuff,
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, it's a fabulous thing. But listen, before I get onto that, I do have to. It's a disclosure thing, just for propriety, because I mentioned to you that I have a supervisor. My supervisor wanted to meet you, and. I actually, and he absolutely insisted, to come and join our session. And his name is Michael as well. And Michael is here for the session as well.
Hello, Vincent. How are you?
Good.
Good morning. I know it's a little bit of a surprise, but Michael, as Michael mentioned, I am. My name is also Michael Kontorovich. I'm Michael's supervisor. We try to do that. We try to match our trainees and supervisors as much as possible. And names are important, as you know, and symbols. I know you've been doing Jung, so you understand the significance of symbols and names. So Michael has been showing me your charts, and frankly, I've been very impressed. And I must tell you that again, full disclosure, you probably understand or have seen in the media the recent successes of the Paralympics. In the world. Well, there is a new initiative now by the International Olympic Committee to conduct what they call Mentalympics, which will be the Olympics for the mental health participants.
Yes. And could I be a participant?
Well. You see, that's why I'm here, and I'm sorry to spring that on you. But we like to kind of us psychiatrists, we like to kind of see the response and the element of surprise is very important for us to see your kind of the sincere response of the person. So I'm actually an official scout for the Australian Mentalympics team, and I go around the country.
Oh my gosh!
That's right.
So is like therapy is therapy training then?
Well, indeed. One of the things that we do is we try and because there's a variety of disciplines, of course, like in any Olympics, and we try to find these talented mental health participants in a variety of disciplines, and your charts in that area of special wants have been frankly outstanding. So when Michael invited me, I thought I would use this opportunity to, I wouldn't say interview you, but just kind of get to know you and see if, firstly, if there was any interest, and secondly, whether you really possess the attributes required to join the Australian team.
As like a super mental athlete.
As a member of the team of people with some very special mental health requirements.
Yes. Will it cost money?
No, in fact, it's completely. This is the Olympics, so only amateurs are invited, and you've not been involved professionally in any kind of mental health sports before, because that's important. Great, because that would disqualify you immediately. But. Yes, I'm glad to hear that.
I'm taken aback. Actually, this has really lifted me up because I've been so depressed about Sam, the dog, who's made so much progress. And, I feel like I haven't progressed. But I think by not progressing, I've actually sort of become a candidate for the Super Mental Olympics, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah, well, look, I'm glad that that's how you feel about it, because obviously, even the fact that you get so easily depressed with something like Sam's progress is already a sign that you might do extremely well, because that's in fact one of the disciplines in the speed of entering a depressive or highly anxious state is an important attribute.
Yeah. Well, Michael, I'm super competitive when it comes to my mental health, and I think that will really help in securing medals for Australia.
Yeah, well, look, I'm sure that with proper training, and Michael is obviously while still being a trainee and unpaid, as I understand it, which is also important for the Olympic movement, because we do prefer amateurs both in trainers, coaches, as well as the technical teams and the participants themselves. So that'll be good. So how do you before we start the kind of the real questions I need to ask you, but how do you feel about the prospect and the whole situation, or anything else for that matter?
Look, I'm on the spot. I've been put on the spot. I didn't expect this. I was sort of like teetering on the edge of just sort of like, about giving up therapy because I hadn't made progress. But the fact that this has come up at this point in time is really sort of, I've bounced back from that. I think my charts will just go off the Richter scale. I'm really into it. I want to represent the country I want to represent Australia in the mental Olympics. I think I'll be really good. I'm mental, I'm sort of, I'm all those things that, all those things, and I'm happy to train for it. Although I have, there are a few physical things I'm dealing with at the moment, and I need to run it past my partner.
Oh, look! Of course, it's very early stages. As I said, I'm just scouting talented people around Australia. I must tell you, there are a lot, especially post-COVID, there are a lot of talented mental health problem people in Australia.
Yes.
So it is competitive.
Yes.
And I don't want to kind of raise your hopes too high because there will be trials.
There will.
Yes.
And look, Vincent, Michael, I just want to just a quick heads up. Our time is almost up, so we will need to wrap up.
Yes, of course. Michael, sorry, Vincent. I just have to ask you this question because it's very important. Because one of the most important, attributes that we'll look for in our participants is commitment. Because a lot of our participants are, they've either been committed or should be. So how would you rate your commitment or preparedness in that area?
Well, I'm ready to be committed.
Excellent.
And I will be committed. And that's all I can say. The only thing, though, is my partner. And I will run it by her because she thinks I should be committed. And sometimes I work against that. As Michael knows, she's very particular about certain things. It always becomes a problem. But, I feel like I'm competitive, I'm committed, I'm mental, all those things that you need. Yes. I'm just thinking ahead, standing on the podium and, singing the national anthem
on the shoulders of giants.
Yes, you'd be glad to hear that the first Mental Olympics will be in Vienna, in Austria, in the birthplace of Sigmund Freud. Interesting that you mentioned about your partner because there is doubles as well. So that there is a discipline where pairs of mental health participants compete with each other. So your partner may I haven't met your partner and I haven't seen her charts.
Michael, is it a competition or a collaboration in that context?
Well, it's both. It's both. Yes. It's a bit of both.
But listen, that's terrific. Maybe we can follow this up in the next session. But our time is up. Vincent, terrific. Again, just
thank
quickly.
You, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, Vincent.
No harm, self-harm. Just to quickly make sure.
All good. I just should mention, I did graffiti the photo and I've drawn Napoleon's hat.
No. We really should come back to that. All right, take care and I'll speak to you soon.
Lovely to meet you, Vincent. Go Matildas.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.